Good afternoon, everyone. Here we go for the Wood Chipper Classic, CCHA against Fargo Freeze Blue in the first game of the tournament. Facing off is going to be Johnson. Einert to his right and Swarthout to his left. Out back is Armentrout and Schwartzbaugh. Puck comes out, Eide. Puck comes out, Eide chasing in the corner. Comes away with it. Throws it up the boards to Heinert. Heinert throws it back to Armentrout. And then sends it over to Eide. Back to Armentrout. Comes up to Heinert. Heinert gets it out of the zone. Trying to hit Swarthout. Johnson picks it up. Johnson doubles back. Takes a shot. Nice save by Fargo. Puts it in the corner. Hands up the board. Swarthout there. Ide able to keep it in. He sends it back down deep. Heinert chasing after it. Comes along the boards. Swarthout pinches down. He'll keep it into the zone. Reichert, Rasmussen, and Sestefan come out. Puck comes cross ice. Ooh! Good hit on Rasmussen there. Comes out to picked up by Schwartzbaugh. Schwartzbaugh to Hagen. Hagen puts one on. And a glove save. All right. 13 minutes and 52 seconds left here in the first period. Reichert in to take the face off. Goes into the corner. Fight for it. Comes back to Armentrout. He sets the puck. Jumps his stick. Comes all the way across to Schwartzbaugh. Back to Sestefan to Hagen. Bounces off from Fargo player. Back to Hagen. Schwartzbaugh sends it outside the boards. Comes back to Lila. And that will be a glove save. Thirteen minutes and 23 seconds left here in the first period. All right. I think it's Lorenzen in taking the face off. Yes, it is. Goes to Davis in the corner. Davis sends it along the boards just out of Christensen's reach. Comes up to the point for Fargo. They send it back down low. Davis picks it up alongside the boards. Backs it off. Picks it back up himself. Comes out. Back to Davis. Bounces off with a stick. Comes out to Erickson. Erickson just can't get to it, but Christensen has it, but can't get the shot up. Glove save by Fargo goalie. All right. Reds and line, I'll stay out there. He's got Christensen to his right, Erickson to his left. Up back is Davis and Armentrout. Okay, stop. Comes back to Armentrout. Armentrout shot. Gets blocked out front. And they'll come out of the zone. Armentrout chasing after it. Davis is coming back with him. Gets it up to Lorenzen. Lorenzen gets it up to Christensen. Inside the boards right now. Back to Lorenzen. Lorenzen off the boards to Armentrout. Armentrout sends it back up. Gets it to Lorenzen. Lorenzen will jump it in. And head off for a line change. Oh, nice pass by Swarthout trying to hit Heinert over on the right side. Up comes along. Johnson steps up. Up comes down, comes all the way back into the zone. Heidi's back there to pick it up. He shoves it over to Sestefan. Johnson back helping him. Comes up to Heinert. Heinert trying to get it over to Swarthout. Comes out to picked up by Sestefan. Sestefan gets it up to Heinert. Puck goes back behind the net. Rasmussen chasing after it. Rasmussen picks it up. Loses it to a Fargo player. Comes all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call. All right, 11 minutes and 28 seconds left here in the first period. Score is still 0-0. Reichert, Rasmussen, and Hagen line out there. Sestefant and Eide back. Reichert in to take the face off. It comes out, gets to Sestefant, goes off his skate, and picked up by Fargo. Fargo throws across ice, can't hit the man. Picked up by Sestefant. Sestefant will double back. Carries it out of the zone, tries to hit Rasmussen. Just out of his reach, it'll come in for a call. 11 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the first. Reichert in to take face off. Up comes out. Davis shovels it up. Gets to the point. Shot. Ooh. Well saved by Schwartzpass. Just sends it wide of the net. Puck comes up to the point of Fargo. Shot doesn't, or gets through, but it's wide. Comes up to Hagen along the boards and chops at it. Puck comes back down. Reichert will pick it up behind the net. Tries to shovel it up to Rasmussen. It gets blocked by a Fargo player, but Rasmussen is able to get it out. Rasmussen hits Hagen, who punches it up into the zone. A little bit of a breakaway there, and he gets taken down. And there's no call. Reichert picks it up. Oh, throws it back in. But Hagen hasn't made it back to the blue line yet, so we're going to get an offsides call on CCHA. 10:23 left here in the first. Score is all tied up at zeros. Lorenzen in to take the face off. Christensen to his right. Eriksson to his left. Back to Swarthout and Eide. Up comes to Eide. Back to Armentrout. Armentrout will dump it into the zone. Lorenzen and Eriksson chasing after it. Christensen will pick it up. Gets to Eriksson. Eriksson to Lorenzen. Lorenzen shot. Is that in? No go. Puck came off its wings. So scuffle, front of the net. Everybody gets cleared out. Christensen looking for his first goal of the tournament. And the net came off. And there was no goal. It's cold in this arena, so if I'm sniffling every now and again, my apologies. We're just going to have to deal with it. All right. Christensen's going to step in and take the face off this time. Lorenzen off to his right. Eriksson off to his left. Eide and Armentrout off back. Puck comes up to Lorenzen's. Quick shot goes wide of the net. Puck comes alongside of the boards. Side center ice. Fargo will pick it up. Petey's in there. Loses the stick, but is able to poke check the puck away. And Eide goes into the CCHA net and knocks it off its moorings. 9:48 left here in the first. And we're still 0-0. Lorenzen steps in for the face-off. Puck comes out to the point for Fargo. We turn around and dump it in. Armentrout picks it up behind the net. Gets it up to Christensen. Christensen. It's Eriksson. Eriksson's coming down. Sees a shot. Oh, and it gets taken off his stick. Fargo controls in the corner. Lorenzen steps in for a nice check. Oh, blocked out front. Nice play by Heiner. Shot on net. Good pressure. 9 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the first. Johnson, Swarthout, Heinert out there. Johnson to take the face off. Heinert's going to be to his right. Swarthout to the left. Out back is Sestafant and Schwartzbach. Puck comes out to the point for Schwartzbach. He's able to keep it in. Sends it down low to Swarthout. Comes back to Heinert. Back to Swarthout. Gets stuck in the ref's skates. Bad bounce off the boards. Comes up to Sestafant. He's able to keep it in the zone. He's going to skate it in. Gets it to Heinert. Oh! Heinert gets Swarthout. And Swarthout just missed the backhander. Puck comes out. Johnson able to keep it in. Trying to get it to Schwartzbach. Does. Schwartzbach shot. Gloved and bounces over the net. Swarthout with it in the corner. He gets it to Sestafant. Sestafant's shot is blocked and goes into the netting. So we're going to get a stoppage in play with 8 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the first. Score is still tied 0-0. Reichert, Rasmussen, and Hagen line out there. Reichert take the face off. Up comes out to Hagen. Up to the point. Comes out of the zone. Armentrout gets it over to Reichert. Reichert sends it alongside the board, trying to get it in. Armentrout breaks up that play. Rasmussen will just dump it into the zone with Hagen chasing him after it. Up comes out. Back behind the net. Comes all the way around the boards to Armentrout. Armentrout sends it in. Goes into the corner. Hagen has it now. Throws it back to Reichert. Reichert throws it out front. Rasmussen couldn't get a stick on it though. Comes all the way across to Armentrout and over to Davis at center ice. Back to Armentrout. Up to Reichert. Reichert will help it out, but loses the puck. He's back to Armentrout to Davis. Davis hits Hagen. Comes alongside the boards. Back to Armentrout. Rasmussen dumps it in and then heads off for a line change. Fargo breaks out. The CCHA breaks up the line. Comes back to Davis. Davis bounces it up to Erickson. Back to Davis. Davis hits Christensen. Christensen throws it up, gets it to Lorenzen. Lorenzen picks a pocket, has it back behind the net. Goes through one boy. Brings it up to Eide. Eide's shot. Glove save. Come on! Yeah! All right, with 6 minutes and 56 seconds left here in the first. Erickson comes up with his first goal of the tournament. CCHA up 1-0 over Fargo. Lorenzen steps in to take the face off. Christensen's to his right. Erickson's to his left. Up back is Sestafant and Eide. Up comes out to Eide. Brings it back into the zone. Looking for the play. Tries to hit Lorenzen. It gets blocked by Fargo and kept him into the zone. Eide will pick it up behind the net. Puck comes out. Fargo brings it back behind the net. Sestafant helps it along. Sends him back. Eide will pick it up. Eide tries to get across to Christensen. Christensen throws it up to Erickson. Christensen will carry it in. That's Swarthout to his left. Swarthout has it back behind the net. Looking for Sestafant. Oh, comes to Johnson. Johnson's shot just a little weak though. Gets it to Christensen. Christensen has it in the corner now. Lorenzen with it now in the corner. Excuse me, sorry, that was Johnson. Up comes cross ice. Heiner will break up that play. Picked by Johnson. Comes out to Sestafant. Sestafant gets it up to Heiner. Heiner throws it along the boards and Fargo zone, but it comes right back in. Davis and Schwartzbell chasing after it. Davis pick it up. He throws it alongside the boards. Comes up to Heiner. Heiner tries to get it up to Davis. Davis carries it in, throws it in the corner. Schwartzbell picks it up, cuts it back. Comes out to Johnson. Johnson is Schwartzbell just behind him. Comes back to Schwartzbell. He throws it back behind the net. Schwartzbell in there. Picks it out. Picked up by Fargo. Fargo throws across ice. Picks up their player. Brings it into the zone. He comes across. Be a shot and they save by Leo. Up comes cross ice to Fargo. Fargo shot and they save by Lila. And Schwartzball will send it all the way down for an icing call. So with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the first period, CCHA up 1-0 over the Fargo Breeze. This is the blue group. I think we have another team. I'm not quite sure what it is. Reichert out there now to take the face off. He and Rasmussen Hagen up front. Puck comes out. Scramble in front. Comes out of the zone. Rasmussen chasing after it. Fargo controls in their zone. Send across ice. Reichert picks it up. Skates it back. Waits for Rasmussen to get back inside. Heidi has it. Looking for an opening. Just missed Reichert. Reichert alongside the boards with it now. Trying to get it out. It does. It comes to Eides. He sends it up to Armentrout. Armentrout carries it up and he'll throw it into the zone. Reichert Hagen chasing in after it. Comes alongside the boards. Comes out to Armentrout. Armentrout shot. Gets through. Reichert picks it up. Saved by the Fargo goalie there. Armentrout pitches down. Gets it over to Reichert. Bounces off him. He tries to get it to Rasmussen. Rasmussen's tied up. And Fargo will just push it out of the zone. Heidi picks it up at center ice. They carry it in. Oh, but it's just temporarily. Erickson grabs it, sends it back to Armentrout. Armentrout over to Heidi. Heidi throws it over to Christensen. Christensen picks it up. Goes in. Shot. Goal! Christensen comes in unassisted for his first goal of the tournament. All right, 3 minutes and 22 seconds left here in the first period. Score CCHA 2, Fargo 0. Puck comes out, gets to Schwartzbell. Schwartzbell sends it up to Christensen, who eases it in. Lorenzen will pick it up. He's got Erickson to his right. Comes out to his stick, goes to Christensen. Christensen loses along the boards, but Schwartzbell's there to send it back in again. Christensen passes it again down low. Puck comes across. Lorenzen chasing after it. It comes down back to Stetsafot. His shot goes right on point, but ricochets off of the goalie's stick into the netting, so we are going to get a whistle. All right. Looks like we got the Johnson, Heinert, and Swarthout line. Johnson taking the face off, Heinert to the right, Swarthout to the left. Oh, nice job by Johnson trying to hit Swarthout right out in front. Just missed him. Swarthout in the corner with it now. Uses the Johnson, takes a shot, gets blocked. Again, Heinert. Oh, can't get a step out. Puck comes out. Fargo will carry it out of the zone. Throws it in. Davis will pick it up. Gets it up to Heinert. Heinert throws it up, goes cross ice. Armentrout's there for it. This is it up to Schwartzbell, gets it to Heinert. Heinert gets it up. Broken up by Armentrout. Schwartzbell gets tied up. Swarthout gets tied up there. Puck comes back behind the net. Armentrout on the coat. Puck comes over to Davis, right out in front of the net. Davis has it back behind, sends it up to Heinert. Heinert tips it, tries to get it to Rasmussen. Puck comes out, all the way back down. Armentrout will pick it up back behind the net. He gets it, tries to get it to Rasmussen. Just bounces off him. Hagen comes across, putting some pressure on. Gets broken up by Rasmussen there. Back to Armentrout. Armentrout sends it over to Rasmussen. Too far behind them though. We're going to get an offsides call. 1 minute and 8 seconds left here in the first period. CCHA on 2 over Fargo Breeze Blue. Folks, after this period, I believe they are going to resurface the ice. So we are likely going to have about a 10-minute break. Just giving you a heads up. If you're looking for a time to go to the bathroom, hold on for 1 more minute. Oh, that goes off Lorenzen's skate. Shot goes wide of the net. Back to the point. Puck goes wide. Sestefan picks it up and throws it alongside the boards, gets it out of the zone, trying to get it to Lorenzen. Lorenzen tries to get Christensen just out of his reach. Puck comes back to Eide. Eide throws it over to Sestefan, back to Eide. Over to Lorenzen, or Christensen. Christensen tries to hit Lorenzen. Puck comes back. Sestefan has it. Shot goes wide of the net. Fargo picks it up off of Ericsson's stick. But Fargo will throw it out of their zone. Sestefan picks it back up at ours. He throws it cross ice. Gets tipped. Picked up by Fargo. They throw it back out of the zone. Lorenzen has to double back because Christensen's heading back to the blue line still. Sestefan throws it to Eide. Heide's just going to double back, and that is going to be the end of the first period, folks. All right, everyone. I'll tell you what. You got to go to the restroom. Now's time. A little early for a cocktail, but, it is Friday. So go help yourself if you're up to it. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. All right, all right, folks. Here we go for the second period. Well, let's see. Johnson's out with Swartz out and Heiner. And back is Schwartzbow and Davis. Comes out in the Fargo zone. Johnson there tries to break up the play. The Fargo comes away with it, gets into the zone. Still has it. Gets taken away by Schwartzout, and we are going to get a penalty. It looks like it might be a tripping call. Yeah. Yeah, looks like it's going to be a tripping call. I'm not quite sure who it was on. I think it might have been Schwartzbaugh. Just a minute and 30 penalty. Not quite sure why, but thank you. Yep, they're saying oh, nice save by Lewa. Pad saves that one. We're going to get an offsides call. All right, a minute and 51 seconds left in the power play for Fargo. 14:33 left in the second period. Swarthout will step in to take the face off. He's got Rasmussen up front with him. That comes out. Fargo controls at center ice. Jumps a stick. Rasmussen to put on some pressure. Comes back to Armentrout. Oh, Armentrout hits the ref. Throws it out. Finally gets it out of the zone. Fargo regroups. Pestered by Swarthout. Nice job. Good pressure up front. Shot comes in. Puck comes in. Broken up by Rasmussen. Puck along the boards up to the point for Fargo. Down low. Shot cross ice. Up to the point. Left down low. Shot saved by Lila. Puck goes through. Fargo tries to get it around front. It does. Goes back behind the net. Puck taken away by Armentrout. Comes alongside the back of the net. Up to the point. Shot. Oh! Over. Puck comes up to the point. Puck to control. Comes over again. Shot. Comes to Heidi. Heidi throws it alongside the boards. Shot. Blocked by Armentrout, but goes to Lila, and Lila throws it into the corner for Rasmussen. Rasmussen throws it across the board, trying to get it through. Gets blocked by Heidi out front. Back to Rasmussen. He'll backhand it. Picked up there by Swarthout. Swarthout coming around. He'll just dump it into the zone and then head off for a line change. Hagen and Riker out there along with Schwartzbow and Stefan. Shot gets through to Lila, but hit by Schwartzbow and saved, goes into the corner. 2 minutes left in the power play. Both teams are now at full strength. Hagen over to Reichert. That comes off. Hagen gets it up to Christensen. Christensen heads over to the corner with it, throws it out front, nobody's home. That comes out. Schwartzbow able to keep it in. Sends it down deep. Picked up by Christensen. Christensen throws it back behind the net, and we're going to get a whistle. Oh, net came off again. All right, we're going to get a line change here with 12 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the second. Score CCHA 2. Fargo Freeze is 0. Lorenzen steps in for the face-off. Christensen to his right, Erickson to the left. Up back is Schwartzbow and Sestefan. Christensen pulls back, takes a swat at it, but it gets saved by the Fargo goalie. Lorenzen breaks up that play. Puck comes around over and out of the zone, picked up by Christensen. Christensen shovels it into the Fargo zone right on point. Saved by the Fargo goalie and dropped to his player into the corner. Erickson. Christensen able to keep it in, and Schwartzbach sends it down low. Funny cam off the boards. Comes right out, but the goalie's able to send it back behind the net. Up comes Cross. Schwartzbach pinched down, trying to keep it into the zone. Lorenzen able to do that. Christensen there to back him up. Back to Lorenzen, over to Christensen. Christensen tries to shovel it up, get it to Schwartzbach. Puck comes up to Lorenzen. Point blank, and his shot gets saved. Puck comes back. Comes up to Schwartzbach. Schwartzbach shot. Glove saved by the Fargo goalie. 11 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the second. All right, Johnson line out there. Heiner to his right. Swartz out to his left. Out back is Armentrout and Davis. Johnson gets it back to Armentrout. Armentrout's shot gets through. Nice save by the Fargo goalie. Puck comes out of the zone, back to Armentrout. He gets it to Swarthout. Swarthout sends it over to Heiner. Heiner gets it to Johnson. Johnson's shot and just nice save by the goalie and goes into the corner. Back to Armentrout at the point. He's able to keep it in. Gets it to Heiner, but Heiner just can't get a stick on it. Johnson to Heiner. Heiner has it, throws it off front, tries to hit Swarthout coming down, but it comes off of a stick from Fargo. Davis back for it now. He'll pick it up back behind the net, goes alongside the board, over to Swarthout. Swarthout sends it across to Johnson. Johnson to Heiner. Heiner carries it in. Shot. Save. Fargo picks it up. Riker throws it back in. Comes right back out again. ID loses it alongside the boards. Picked back up. Gets to Rasmussen. Rasmussen sends it to Riker. Riker's going to take it. Trying to get it off front. Does. Oh! The ice gets lifted. Comes out to Armentrout. Or Sestefan, excuse me. Sestefan throws it up to Rasmussen. Rasmussen back. Sestefan picks it up. Sends it up just out of the reach of Hagen. That comes up. Rasmussen dumps it in. Hagen's chasing after it. Trying to get there. Missed it. Break it in. Trying to break up the play. Comes upside the boards. Ericsson's got it now back behind the net. Erickson bounces it up to Sestefan. Sestefan sends it back down low. Lorenzen's there to pick it up. Just jumps his stick. He'll throw it up to ID at the point. He throws it back down deep. That comes up. Sestefan able to hold it. His shot goes high and wide of the net. Back to ID. Pinches down. Sends it back behind the net. Erickson back in. Lorenzen coming back down. Christensen comes away. Gets it to Sestefan. Oh, off the skate of the Fargo player, and it bounced all the way back down to the zone. Schwartzbach will get back there to pick it up. Just about had somebody wide open in front of the net. Schwartzbach bringing it back up. Gets around a couple of players. Brings it into the zone. Tries to get a shot off. It gets blocked. Lorenzen throws it back to Swarthout. Swarthout gets it back to Schwartzbach. Shot goes over the net. Swarthout throws one back, hits the side of the net. Swarthout has it now in the corner. Sends it back down to Lorenzen. Lorenzen trying to get it out front, but has it tied up in behind the net. Fargo will come out with it. Kind of blocks him off. Fargo comes in. Looking for the shot. Goes over the net. Picked up by Sestefan. Sestefan will carry it out. He's got ahead of steam. Swarthout to his left. He'll carry it down. Gets past one player, but loses control of the puck in front of the net. Heinert's in there now. Stumbles. Gets it back to ID. ID shot gets blocked into the corner for Schwartz out, and I think the net came off this morning. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second period. Score is still CHA 2, Fargo Breeze 0. Johnson didn't take a face-off. Swarth out to the left, Hunter to the right, and back is Swartz foul. And Davis, Swartz foul chasing after it. He picks it up in his zone, throws it back for Swarth out. Swarth out doubles back. It's up to Heinert. Heinert's able to get it in, but only temporarily. That's going to be an outside call. 7 minutes and 1 second left here in the second period. Get a face-off of the close stop. Looks like it'll be Reichert, Rasmussen, and Hagen, along with Schwartzbau and Davis in back. Rasmussen has 2 Reicherts left. Hagen is to his right. That comes out. Oh, Hagen just about had it and was able to carry it in, but it ended up coming back to Fargo, dumped it into the zone. We're going to get an icing call on Fargo. 8 seconds ticked off the clock here, so we're at 6 minutes and 53 left in the second. Riker didn't take the face off. The throw is back behind the net. Up to Schwartzbau. Schwartzbau's shot gets deflected, and oh! Riker almost was able to get that on point, and the puck comes out of the zone where Davis will pick it up and carry it back into our zone and behind the net. Moves it over to Schwartzbau. Oh, nice save by Lila as the puck gets deflected or picked up by a Fargo player right in front of the net. And he is able to pick up that puck. All right, Lorenzen line out there now with Erickson and Christensen. Lorenzen steps in to take the face off. Heidi along the boards with it, back behind, goes to Armentrout. Armentrout doubles back, sends it on the boards to Erickson. Erickson sets it ahead, comes out to Heidi. Heidi bounces it off the boards to Christensen. Christensen covers it out of the zone. Lorenzen picks it up. Got a little bit of a breakaway. Erickson here on his left. Shot goes by the net. That comes up to the point. Not quite sure what happened there. Lorenzen came in with a head of steam, but I know that. And it looks like he is going to the box. Box checking is the call. So another power play for the Fargo Breeze with 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in the second. Christensen will step in and take the face off. Puck comes out. Armentrout slaps it forward, but it's picked up by Fargo. Fargo brings it up to the point. Comes back low. Armentrout to Erickson. Erickson's just going to throw it down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call. Minute and 46 seconds left on the penalty kill. Christensen and Erickson will stay out there with ID and Schwartzbau. Excuse me, ID and Armentrout. Christensen will take the face off. Goes into the corner for Schwartzbau. Schwartzbau sends it along the boards. Fargo able to keep it in. Bring it down low. Shot. Nice save by Lila. Line chains here with Johnson and Swarthout up front, Sportsbow and Sestafon down back. Johnson a kick face off. That goes into the corner. Up to the point to Fargo. Fargo throws it all the way across. Shot, tipped, blocked by Leela. Comes out of the zone. Johnson putting some pressure on. Comes up to Fargo. Back to Swarthout. Swarthout sends it back to Idy. To Sestafon. Sestafon gets across red line, dumps it in, on point, and glove save. We drop it off, picked up by Sportsbow. Sportsbow throws it way high in the zone. Swarthout right behind the Fargo player. Sent back. 45 seconds left in the peddling kill. Fargo finally does something, but it comes right back to Sportsbow, and he throws it out of the zone. Back to Sportsbow. Sportsbow sends it over to Sestafon. Sestefon's just going to carry it up. He loses it right at the blue line. Comes back, picked up by Sportsbow. Sportsbow sends it back, picked up by Fargo. They finally get organized, dump it into the zone. Got 10 seconds left here in the penalty kill. Picked up by Sestafon. He throws it alongside the boards. Just out of Johnson's reach, but he's able to deflect it into the Fargo zone. Both teams are now at full strength. Puck comes out. Davis able to get it out of the zone. Christensen sends it out of the... Picked up by Lorenzen. Lorenzen loses it. Fargo picks it up. Center ice. They'll carry it in. Shot saved by Leroy. That goes into the corner. Comes back out to the point for Fargo. They send it down low. Davis in the corner with it now. Gets it to Lorenzen. Excuse me. He picks it up and throws it out, and we're going to get a icing call. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the second. Score is CCHA 2, Fargo Breeze 0. Both teams at full strength. Reichert line out there. Reichert in the tip face off. That comes out to Davis. He throws it alongside the boards. Just out of the reach of Hagen, but he gets it out of the zone. Puck comes back. Hagen picks it up. Comes right back to Fargo in their zone. Rasmussen putting some pressure on. Gets picked up by Reichert. Reichert gets it to Rasmussen. Oh, and a glove save. Nice job, boys. Good pressure.
Thanks, Joe. Happy birthday, boy. I didn't even know it was Pat's birthday. I thought it was his whole birthday. Mr. Johnny Reichert's birthday on the day.
All right, Johnson in there, take the face off. He's got Swarth out to his left. Heinert out to his right. Up back is Armentrout and Davis. Puck comes out. Fargo controls. Comes alongside the boards. Armentrout pinches. Able to hold on to it. Comes to Heinert. Heinert on his knees. Shovels it forward. Picked up by Fargo, though. Comes out. Heinert is able to get it all the way across ice. Johnson and Swarthout back there. Johnson throws it up. Gets it to... Oh, can't get a stick on him. He gets stripped, no call. Fargo comes away with it. Get it out of their zone. Stopped by Davis. Picked up by Heinert. Heinert sends it back to Armentrout. Armentrout to Johnson. Back to Swarthout. Over to Heinert. Comes over. Shot. Blocked by Davis. Step by Davis. He hits Swarthout. Swarthout tries to get it to Heinert, but can't. Johnson's able to keep it into the zone. Only temporarily, though. Comes back out. Johnson trying to pick up a stick here. He does. He's able to get the puck away. Flips it up to Erickson. Erickson slots it down. He carries it in. He's got Heiner to his left. Comes around. Sends it back behind the net. He doubles back. Has it in the corner. Throws it out front. Oh! Erickson and Odie split. Thinking both of us had it. Fargo comes down. Scott save. Nice job by Lita. Minute and 12 seconds left here in the second period. Score is still CCHA 2. Fargo Breeze 0. Lorenzen in to take the face off. Erickson and Christensen out there. Lorenzen throws it over for Christensen. Christensen has it, gets it into the zone. Chasing after it, has it back behind the net, overskates it a little bit. He's able to pick it up. He's thrown down. Picked up by Fargo. They carry it out of the zone. Cross ice. He was there. He sends it over to Lorenzen. Lorenzen loses the puck. Goes up to the point. Shot gets blocked. It's set wide. Puck's the wrong side of the net. Leela's there. And Fargo scores. All right, 34.5 seconds left here in the second period. The score is now CCHA 2, Fargo Breeze 1. Record line out there now. Looks like Fargo is going to change lines. Reichert, Rasmussen, and Hagen. Back is Schwartzbow and Davis. Puck comes out. Rasmussen gets it across alongside the boards. Broken up. Comes out to Davis. Davis shoves it up, and it's picked up by Fargo. They come in. Shot, save. It's blocked out front by Reichert, I believe. That comes up center ice. Hagen's got a breakaway. He's coming down. And goal! Good answer, boys. Hagen with a breakaway goal there. Score is now CCHA 3, Fargo Breeze 1. Took about 25 seconds to answer back. Right line will stay out there. Rasmussen to the left now. Hagen to the right. Davis and Swartbow. Puck comes out to Davis. Davis will dump it into the zone. Reichert and Rasmussen chasing after it. They're able to keep it into the zone. And that is the end of the second period. Don't go too far, folks. This is going to be about a 30 or about a minute break. So we'll be back here in about 60 seconds. Doing pretty good. All right, folks, we'll be back for the third and final period of the opening game. Johnson line out there, Heinrichs to his right, Swarthout to his left. Our back is Davis and Schwartzbaugh. Puck comes out, Fargo controls off face off, broken up on Swarthout, he carries it into the zone. Got Heinrich there. Johnson gets laid out, deflects that puck back to Davis. Davis bounces it on the boards, picked up by Fargo. They control in their zone. Swarthout putting on some pressure, cross ice, can't make it. Davis picks it up. Descended into the zone deep, comes all the way alongside the boards, picked up by Fargo. They'll get it out of the zone. Johnson throws across ice. Stefan skating after it. And a goal. All right, well, Fargo Breeze answers back, even though it may have been a little bit of an offsides call there. That was missed. Lorenzen line out there. Christensen to his right, Erickson to his left. Out back is Stefan and Armentrout. Lorenzen takes the face off. Puck comes up. Christensen controls. They dump it into the zone. Picked up by Fargo, though. They control. Throw it around side of that. Erickson pinches. He's able to get it out. Gets it straight to Christensen. Christensen doubles back. His shot. Shot. Save. Still up front. Scramble. Picked up by Erickson. Erickson circles back around the net. Trying to get it up front. Does, but picked up by Fargo. They'll flip it out of the zone, and the net is off. It's Warrens again. With 13:49 left in the game, the score is Chaska Chan 3, Fargo Breeze 2. Puck comes out, picked up by Christensen right open. Yeah, you can't get a stick on it. Puck comes out of the zone all the way down, and it looks like it may be an icing foul. It is. 13:37 left here in the game. Puck will come all the way down. Looks like it'll be to the left of the Fargo goalie. Nope, to the right of the Fargo goalie. Lorenzen steps in. That goes in the corner, picked up by Fargo. Fargo throws it alongside the board. Christensen picks it up, throws it back up to the point for Stefan. Stefan's shot gets blocked out front by Fargo. Fargo throws it all the way down, and that's going to be another icing call. All right, looks like the Reichert, Rasmussen, and Hagen line's coming out. Reichert in to take the face off. Davis and Schwartzbaugh back. Comes to Hagen. Hagen to Davis. Davis sends it over to Schwartzbaugh. Schwartzbaugh shot gets blocked by a Fargo player. Picked up by Schwartzbaugh again. The shot gets deflected again. Reichert tries to get a stick on it. Puck comes back to the point for Schwartzbaugh. Schwartzbaugh coming in. Glove save by Fargo. All right, Reichert steps in for the face-off. Comes out to the net. It slaps at it, sends it back behind the net. Fargo controls. Fargo carries it into the zone, into the corner. Comes alongside the net. Goes back behind. Picked up by Davis. Davis back behind the net with it. Gets it to Hagen. Hagen tries to hit Rasmussen just out of his reach, but it's tipped. No icing call. Rasmussen in the corner with it. Trying to get it out. Break it back there. Puck comes out, hits the ref. Puck comes out of the zone. Over. Off the boards. Sent in deep. It's an offsides call. What the heck? Reinhardt sends it up. Swerve out. Sends it back to him. And they're trying to get across the line. He does. Puts it into the zone. Only temporarily. Fargo controls at center ice. They carry it into the CCHA zone. Picked up by Swerve out. That's around one. Trying to get the shot in. And does. And saved by the Fargo goalie. 11 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the game. Score is CCHA 3, Fargo Blues 2. Christensen line out. Christensen's going to take a face off. Lorenzen to his right. Erickson to his left. Up back is Hermantraut. Then Eide. Up comes out to Lorenzen. He shot. On point. Fargo goalie sends it into the corner. Hermantraut able to keep it in. Gets it over to Lorenzen. Lorenzen shot goes wide of the net. Puck comes all the way back around to Hermantraut. Erickson in to help him out. Picked up by Fargo and then picked off by Christensen. Christensen trying to wrap around. Does. Lorenzen picks it out. Nice shot by Christensen. Puck gets fanned down by Fargo along the board. Lorenzen picks it up. His shot gets blocked by Fargo. He's off a skate of a defender. Comes up to Armentrout. Armentrout's still fighting for it, but it comes out of his zone. Eddie will pick it up. He'll double back at center ice. Goes alongside the skates of the raft. Goes cross ice. Christensen there. Fargo able to keep it in. Christensen's able to get it out of the zone finally. Puck comes out. Armentrout leg kicks it. Short foul. And we're going to get an offside foul. All right, 10 minutes and 15 seconds left here. Break line out there. Hagen's going to be to his left. Rasmussen to his right. Swartzbow and Setsupon all back. Alongside the boards. Hagen loses it. Back to Sestefan. Sestefan gets it to Swartzbow. Swartzbow back to Sestefan. Sestefan gets it over to Hagen. Hagen throws it into the zone. Puck goes into the corner, back around the side of the net. Hagen chasing after it. Comes out. Breaker able to keep it into the zone. Only temporarily though. Comes up to Swartzbow. Swartzbow gets it back to Sestefan. Puck flutters out off the right skate. Comes back into the zone. Swartzbow carries it out. He's going to bring it in. His shot goes wide of the net. Comes back out. Sestefan will pick it back up again. Puck comes all the way over to Swartzbow. Swartzbow dumps it in for Swartzbow. Swartzbow gets one on point. The goalie throws it into the corner. Johnson sends it up to Sestefan. His shot on point. Goes into the corner. Puck comes out. Back over to Swartzbow. Back behind the net. Johnson chasing in after it. Comes all the way across the fourth foul. Fourth foul shot, just a little weak. Comes up. We're going to get a penalty on both of them. It's like Heinert and the Fargo Breeze player are both going. Coincidental Miners. We will stay 5-on-5 here with 8 minutes and 37 seconds left here in the game. CCHA up 3-2. Lorenzen's in to take the face off. Christensen to his right. Erickson to his left. Our back is Armentrout and Davis. Waiting for the other ref to get lined up. He's there. Here goes the puck. Puck comes in. Lorenzen has it. Loses it. Fargo has it now. Cross ice. Christensen. Erickson. Puck goes wide of the net. Blocked by Erickson. Erickson throws it down deep. Lorenzen in after it. Back behind the net. Spins. Tries to get it to Christensen. Christensen has it. Throws it out front to Erickson. He can't get a stick on it. Lorenzen takes a swipe at it. It's blocked by Fargo. Back down deep to Christensen. Christensen trying to get it out to Erickson. Can't. Gets blocked. Hits the ref in the corner. Comes out. Fargo tipped by Lorenzen. Comes out to Davis. Davis picks it up. Gets it out of the zone. Christensen picks it up. Carries it in. Goes wide. Tries to hit Lorenzen. Puck comes out to Davis. Davis' shot. Oh, into the netting, and we're going to get a break in the play. All right. Riker didn't take the face off. Rasmussen to his left. Hagen to his right. Sestafont and Heidi out back. Puck comes out. Sestafont controls at center ice. He sends it over to Rasmussen. Rasmussen to Riker. Riker can't get at it. Comes right back out of his zone. Sestafont will carry it back while we review it. Puck comes along the boards. Riker goes in. Shot goes wide of the net. Comes alongside the boards. Picked up by Fargo. Fargo plays in. Shot. Glove saved by Leela. Nice job. 6 minutes and 54 seconds left to go in the game. Johnson line out there. Johnson will take the face off. That comes out. Erickson tries to get it out of the zone. He does. He's got a break there. Doing fourth out, breaking in. Come on, baby. Oh, and he gets blocked off the puck. Nice job by Fargo on that play. Johnson there to try and break it up. Fargo comes down. Shot. Broken up. Puck comes out. Shot. Leela throws it into the corner. Comes up to the point for Fargo. Then back down low. Sestafont there with it now. Comes away. There's cross ice. He's going to bring it all the way down while line change is behind him. Shot goes over the net. Puck stayed in. Shot by Johnson. It's blocked. Comes up to the point. Johnson able to keep it into the zone. Tries to throw it across ice to Christensen. Fargo gets it. They'll throw it all the way down. That's going to be an icing call with 5 minutes and 56 seconds left in the third and final period. Score is still CCHA 3 and the Fargo Breeze 2. Inner side of the box. All right, here we go. Lorenzen in the face-off. He's up to Heiner. Heiner shot gets blocked out front. Oh! Christensen takes a shot just wide. Another shot comes out to Lorenzen. Lorenzen trying to get it out. Fargo comes down. Lila save and throws and pass. Heinert's going off again. There'll be a power play now for the Fargo Breeze with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game. And then penalty on Heinert for roughing. That comes in the boards. Fargo controls, carried in, shot, saved by Lila. Forethought picks it up. He's got a head of steam, trying to get around the players. Uses it temporarily, keeps it down into their zone now. Comes all the way down. Switchball's going to backhand it back in. Comes back out. Davis has it now. Davis will take his time, gets it to Swarthout. Swarthout's shot gets blocked into the netting, into the bench, I should say. And so we are going to get a break in the action. Minute and 33 left in the penalty kill for CCHA. 5 minutes and 8 seconds left in the game. Lorenzen out to take the face off. Erickson's to his right. Comes out to Fargo. Fargo shovels it ahead into our zone. ID with it alongside the boards. Fargo comes away with it up to their point. Comes down. Back to the point. Back down low. That gets deflected by ID. ID throws alongside the boards and he'll get it out of the zone. Fargo will have to come back and regroup. Erickson there trying to test her. Puck comes, whoa! Deflected off of the Fargo player, and Lila's able to push it into the corner. Puck comes alongside the boards for Fargo. Up top to the point. Down low. Shot saved by Lila. 43 seconds left here in the penalty kill. 4 minutes and 17 seconds left in the game. Score CCHA 3. Fargo Breeze 2. Swarthout in to take the face off. He goes down in the puck, stuck in his skates, comes free. He's making a play for it, comes back behind the net. Harmon Trout goes in, helps break up the play, looking for the puck. Still fighting for it, gets it up to Christensen. Christensen carries it out, gets it into their zone, skating for it. Swarthout takes a shot, glove saved by the Fargo goalie. 16 seconds left on the penalty kill for CCHA. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the game. Right. Johnson in to take the face off. Swarthout to his left. Out back is Sestafont and Idy. No, Swartzball. Puck comes cross ice. Fargo will pick it up. Johnson's able to keep it though. Gets it over to Swarthout. He bounces it off the boards. Fargo controls. Throws it cross ice. Chips into the CCHA zone. Sestafont will pick it up. Both teams are at full strength now. Comes back. Swartzball picks it up. He doubles back. Tries it. Riker deflects it. But can't get a control on it. Cross ice. Picked up. Swarthout gets it to Sestafont. Sestafont dumps it to Swartzball. Swartzball up to Riker. Riker tries to hit Hagen as he's breaking across. Comes out to Riker. Fargo throws alongside the boards, picked up by Fargo. Fargo gets it into the zone, only temporarily, and we're going to get an offsides call, I think. All right, 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the game. Riker didn't take the face off. Higgins to his right. Rasmussen to his left. That comes out. Rasmussen flicks it back to Armentrout. Armentrout sends it back up. Picked up by Hagen. Hagen's waiting. Waits in time. Dumps it in. That comes alongside the boards. Armentrout pinches down. Keep it in. That comes out. Armentrout breaks up that play. Davis will pick it up. Throws it alongside the boards. Comes back to Davis. Davis gets it up to Reichert alongside the boards. Davis and Reichert. Hagen slaps at it. It comes up to Rasmussen. Rasmussen sticks it ahead of himself. He's coming ahead again. Shot. Glove save on Fargo goalie. Minute and 53 seconds left here in the game. Lorenzen line is out there. Christensen's going to be to his right. Erickson to his left. Back is Armentrout and Davis. All right, we got a minute and 53 seconds left here. Let's go, guys. Lorenzen up on his knees, backhands it towards the goalie, and it's a glove save. So we'll do this all over again after 7 seconds. Ticked off the clock. Loose out front. Erickson has it. His shot gets deflected over the net. Lorenzen back behind the net with it now. He gets blocked off it. That comes out. Cross ice to Fargo. Fargo comes in. Shot on Leela. And Leela is going to save the puck. And that'll be a minute and 31 seconds left in this game. We're going to get a timeout by Fargo Blue. So smoke them if you got them, folks. All right, here we go. No goalie for the Fargo Blues. With 7 guys on the ice. Good thing they counted before they dropped the puck. Otherwise, that would have been too many men on the ice. So Fargo. Here we go. Lorenzen taking the face off. Armentrout comes out. Lorenzen gets it out of the zone. Oh! That sounded bad. Comes back. And not quite sure what's going on. Minute and 15 seconds left in the game. I think you might have seen the door pop open, so he blew the whistle. Christensen in to take the face off. Puck comes out. Eric's in, back over to Fargo. Fargo has it. Gets into the zone, brings it in. Broken up by Lorenzen. By the center, couldn't. Blocked by Lorenzen. Puck goes back around the net. Thrown out front. Saved by Lila. On the shot. And we're going to get a glove save by, we're going to get a frozen puck by Lila. 51.6 seconds left. It is an empty net for the Fargo Breeze. Johnson, Rasmussen, and Swarthout are going to come out. Johnson's in to take the face off. Puck goes over to the boards. Shot gets deflected. Nice job by Johnson, throwing it all the way down. And we will get an icing call. 42.3 seconds left here in the game. Score is CCHA 3, Fargo Breeze 2. Johnson in to take the face off. Johnson kicks it over to Armentrout, back behind the net. Armentrout throws it along the board. Swarthout picks it up, tries to get it back out, sends it up to the point for Fargo. Fargo has it down deep. Shot saved by Lila. Bounces off. Armentrout in the corner with it. Comes out. Rasmussen is able to get it out of the zone. Nice job, boys. A little more pressure. About 15 seconds left here in the game. Rasmussen ties it up. Swarthout picks it up, throws it right back in. Fargo gets it out, throws it up front, right out to the corner. Nice stroke up by Swarthout. He's just going to freeze that puck alongside the boards, and that'll be the end of the game. Good job, boys. We'll start the series. Shake hands. Everybody's friends here. All right, folks. The final here this afternoon is Chaska 3, Fargo Breeze 2. And we will see you back here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. sharp. Have a great rest of your afternoon.